Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is the W.L.L. show. This is We Love Lawrence. My name is Joshua Chastain. I'm here with my wonderful wife, as always, and I have a special treat for you guys today. I'm here with Lawrence County Conservation District. I'm here with Renee. Please tell us a little bit about yourself. Tell us a little bit about where you're from, first of all, and what exactly does the Lawrence County Conservation District do?
Okay, I am Renee Gibbs, born and raised here in Lawrence. With the exception of 3 years that I moved to Greenville, I've always been here. Happily married, great parents, stepdaughter that's a senior in high school, so that's a little scary. We live on the family farm, and I also run a photography business out of my house. The Conservation District may help a little bit for people to understand if I give you a tad bit of history. Every county in the United States actually has a conservation district. They were started back in the 30s after the Dust Bowl caused such severe problems with agriculture. If anybody else is like me and enjoys history, I suggest you do a little reading about Hugh Hammond Bennett. He's a North Carolina native who is actually the father of conservation. Every one of the districts operate a little bit differently depending on the needs of their particular county. We're a little more focused here on agriculture because that's kind of a big thing in Lawrence.
So how actually involved is Lawrence County Conservation District in the community as a whole overall?
We do a variety of different projects throughout the year. We're sponsors for things. Couple things coming up. The Youth Livestock Show will be August 23rd and 24th at the Exchange Building. We're a sponsor for that. I'll be there taking pictures. A couple of our associate commissioners help get everything set up and ready to go in the days prior to the event. We are also going to be a sponsor August 24th. The Lawrence United through the high school is having a 5K run, and we'll be a little part of that. September 26th, we're going to be part of State of the Lake. We've been invited by Protecting Lake Greenwood to come there, share a little about what we do. We're very involved with the Adair Center. Of course, kids use that all year long for field trips. Tons of stuff, really.
Now, I know y'all probably have some very good community involvement from the younger ages all the way up through high school and then even beyond with local farmers and agriculture. Mm-hmm. How would you like to see that involvement grow, and on what scale would you want to see it grow?
Particularly, I think individuals need to do their part. When you walk by that piece of litter on the ground, pick it up, throw it away. Try to find other purposes for things that you would normally put in the trash can. Recycle as much as possible. Stop using those plastic bags. We have reusable bags at the office. If you need some, I'll be happy to give them to you. I'm also open to going into more classrooms and giving small presentations. If there's any teachers, science, maybe I would guess would be the direction for that. But we're available if they reach out.
It's funny you say, you see that piece of trash that's laying around, stop and pick it up. And I believe you've seen some of the pictures we took at the park right down the road down here. And just while we were walking, me and my wife together, we stopped, and there would be a bottle or a candy wrapper or a bag, or chip bag wrapper or something.
It's everywhere.
And I would stop, and I took it upon myself to actually stop and pick it up, throw it away. If everybody did that throughout the county, I feel like it would be a much beautiful place.
It would. It would make a big impact. It's a simple thing, but it could cause big changes.
Now, what exactly do you do for Lawrence County Conservation District?
Well, I'm the only employee, so I pretty much do it all. I have a fantastic board of directors, board of commissioners, rather, who give me guidance and vote on things, and then I take it from there and pretty much make it happen.
So how does someone, let's say I wanted to volunteer at, say, the livestock show or at the 5K run, how does somebody go about volunteering? How does the community go about getting involved to help?
You can see opportunities on our social media. I try to keep Facebook and Instagram updated as much as possible. The biggest time we need volunteers every year would be team ecology. That is a huge thing that we pull off in April. This year it will be the 20th through the 24th. Over 700 third graders will cycle through the Adair Center that week. It's run completely by volunteers. A lot for our retired teachers, people in the community that their jobs are sort of similar to, and they're allowed to come and help us out. It's a huge effort, and that's where we need our volunteers every year.
So how do you feel, and this may be a more personal question than an actual podcast question, but how do you feel the Lawrence County community atmosphere is as a whole?
I think there are tons of good-hearted, kind people here. Like I say, I've been here my whole life. We're surrounded by natural beauty, lovely history, and I think the town is full of genuine people. I personally refuse to watch the news because they're constantly trying to convince us otherwise.
I'm glad we got to talk for many reasons, one of which is that right there. This is part of the reason why we're doing this. And a little bit of explaining to you why we're doing this is when I get on Facebook or I see crime reports and I see shooting reports and I see this, I do that, I don't see enough of the positive of what's going on.
Exactly.
I don't see enough of what is great about where we live. And I want to spread that and let the community know that it's not all bad. We do have some great things here that you can do, you can help, and I just want to spread what we do in a positive light instead of negative light.
I think it's a great idea y'all have, and you're off to a wonderful start.
Now, you said something about the Adair Center. Now, what exactly, now obviously that involves a younger generation of kids and
typically,
and grade school and them. What exactly do y'all do there?
Well, there's always a teacher at the Adair Center. We recently have a new one. Her name is Tanya Town. She was a 5th grade teacher here in town. I met her a couple weeks ago. She seems thoroughly excited about her new position, and we're happy to work with her. She also loves history. So we happen to have an old cabin that was transported from Greycourt years ago with lots of old woodworking tools and things like that. And it hasn't been utilized a lot recently. She plans to bring that back. We have animals there for the kids to see, turtles, there's a chinchilla, a parakeet. They do craft projects, science experiments. The basement is actually a functioning lab. So there's walking trails that the public can access anytime they like. Tons of stuff at the Adair Center.
Now, and this will be the last question. We'll close with this one. You said that y'all do things with Lawrence County 4-H and some other agencies. What are those other agencies and administrations that y'all or you work with to really help Lawrence County Conservation District?
Well, we're actually located in the USDA building. So in there with us is NRCS, Natural Resources Conservation Service, FSA, the Farm Service Agency, and our photo contest, which I haven't got a chance to mention yet, is always sponsored for the last at least 5 years by the Lawrence County Water and Sewer Commission. They're incredibly generous to give us enough money to make this happen, promote it, and then award prizes for people when they win. Team Ecology, we could never do without the Chamber of Commerce. Amanda Munyon's been excellent to secure us sponsors, make sure we have the things that we need to make that week happen. The past couple years, the city of Clinton has invited us to be part of their Arbor Day celebration. But we're actually thinking this year, I'm sure y'all have heard about the new Ford Elementary Playground.
Mm-hmm.
We're hoping that we can plant a couple trees for them on Arbor Day, which South Carolina Arbor Day is actually the first Friday in December. So we hope to work that out and be able to have the kids there to explain to them what it takes to maintain a tree and things like that.
So tell us a little bit about that photo contest.
Photo contest, yes. The Earth and Sky photo contest. We've had it since at least 2012, and it's open to all ages. We have a youth and adult category. You can enter 2 photos, one that qualifies as Earth and one as Sky. So pretty much anything beautiful outside. You take a picture, you send it to us. My email is up there on the screen for you, or you can send it to our Facebook or Instagram, whatever is easiest for you. All we need is your name, your address, your phone number, if you are youth or adult, and a title for your picture. The deadline is October 31st, Halloween.
Again, thank you so much for taking the time to sit down and speak with us.
Happy to be here.
We have very, very much enjoyed it. And again, everybody, this is the W.L.L show. And always remember that we love lawns.